Hi, I'm Maria, and today I got rejected by someone that I wasn't even interested in, so let's unpack while I do my skincare. So, there was this guy at work that I was kind of interested in. We've never had a conversation, and I just thought he was kind of cute. Pretty shy around new people and just people that I think are attractive, so I never really said anything. But that's not what matters. What matters is the rejection itself. It happened about the event. Should I say happened about maybe 2 hours ago? And on my commute home, luckily I was already on my way, but on my commute home, I really started unpacking why it affected me so much that this guy that I've never had a conversation with and was rejecting me through someone else while standing there looking at me. Why it affected me so much. I don't think I'm that upset about the rejection itself. First of all, I think I'm more upset about the fact that he was there as another girl who's claiming to be his girlfriend. That could be true, that could be false. I don't know. Last I heard, he was single, but things change. Well, this girl, who was very nice, by the way, I have no ill will or intent towards her. While she was rejecting me for him, he was just there standing, looking at me. And to me, no matter how good looking you are, which, again, not to be mean, he's not all that. As mean as that sounds, I wasn't that interested. But no matter how good looking you may be, to reject someone through someone else, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're awkward, but to be just standing there while it happens is a bit bizarre to me. It just doesn't seem very right, but who am I to say? Anyway, so why does this affect me so much? I do believe that I may have an issue with committing myself, or before we even get there, with simply vulnerability. To start with, I've been vulnerable with others maybe one too many times, and it's not ended pleasantly for me. So whether that be subconsciously or consciously, I do struggle with opening up to people, whether that be on a friendly or a romantic setting. Now, why would this secondhand rejection affect me so much? I was thinking to myself, well, it's embarrassing for me that someone that I wasn't even that interested in to begin with wouldn't even reject me themselves. Yes, he may be shy, but if you're too shy to reject someone and you need someone else to do it, I would think that you wouldn't want to be present when it happens. But he was not only there, but he was staring at me. So that just made me very uncomfortable. And the girl in question that was actually speaking, she held both of my hands, which felt very much like a TikTok comment. She held both of my hands as she was basically saying, hey, I know that you're interested in him, but we just started dating. And that just made me feel very uncomfortable. Not that a situation like that could ever be comfortable in the first place, but you know what I mean. He was literally standing next to her, looking at me and kind of grinning, really, or smirking. That's at least how I processed it at the time, as she said this. So very bizarre. But also, I think societal norms comes to play in this as well. I'm 21 and I've never been in a relationship. And a lot of people around me are either getting into relationships or they're in long-term relationships, and they'll be around my age, younger than me, just a bit older than me, and I do feel like I'm falling behind. I feel like I'm missing out on something, which is something, it's an aspect that really gets to me sometimes. Like, how can I miss something that I've never experienced? But I do believe that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. I miss, for lack of a better word, the feeling of being in a relationship with someone, whether that be romantic or otherwise, where you both understand each other and love each other despite faults, despite background, despite baggage, what have you. And you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable in a way that you most likely aren't able to or feel comfortable being with other people in your life, whether that be family, whether that be friend. That's something that I've never experienced, and seeing and hearing about it so much makes me want to experience it. And the older I get, the more, for lack of a better word, desperate I am to feel something in that realm, that I will inevitably be fantasizing about that or reading into the smallest things with the confirmation bias that is, I want this to happen, so no matter what the situation is, it's going to happen. That's obviously not the case, and that's obviously something that I need to work on within myself. And also just in terms of rejection, I've never been good with rejection in any aspect, whether that be in terms of work, friendship, just the thought that someone might think that I'm any different from what I believe myself to be, or if anyone were to ever think of me as not loyal or not loving or anything that I consider to be a part of my character, that will typically completely throw me off and really upset me, and I will look for any immediate action to rectify that. But ultimately, not everyone will see you for who you are or for who you want to be seen, and I just have to accept that that's out of my control. Of course, that's easier said than done. Now, why is being 21 and single such a big negative aspect? I think, like I said before, it's another thing of comparing myself to other people, especially the other people around me that are in a relationship or have been in a relationship by my age, or anything revolving around the realm of what I would want to experience, which is a relationship. And even a not so great, not so lovely relationship would have been enough for me. Listen, the standards at many points have been so atrocious that I'm embarrassed to even utter what they were. But still, although I'm happy being single, which contradicts most of what I've said thus far, I understand, but I enjoy my own company. I enjoy me. And I used to think that that would be enough for someone to want to be around me, but that's clearly not the case. Anyway, as much as oh my gosh, I'm cold. As much as I enjoy my own presence, I don't think, unpopular or controversial opinion, but I don't think that wanting to be in a relationship or wanting to experience a relationship or whatever means that you're unhappy with yourself. I don't feel unhappy with myself finally after many years of not enjoying my own company, not enjoying being in my mind. I finally gotten to a place where not only am I okay with it, but I've learned to love many aspects of myself that I either used to want to hide or just outright didn't like. But I don't think there's any shame, or I hope there isn't any shame about just wanting to experience that aspect of life. That's a completely new realm that I've not been able to step foot in outside my fantasy books and my K-dramas. So after this rejection, I'm gonna go right back to both of the above. I'm not strong enough to just wallow, or whatever. I need the fantasy. I need to vicariously live through these fictional characters. But how do you deal with this? I really think I need to know. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? What do I need to work on specifically? Because I think it's hard to pinpoint as well when you're in the situation what it is that you need to improve on within yourself. It's so easy to create excuses for how you react to a certain situation, or what you say, what you think that you want. But as a non-psychologist, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I work full time and I also study, and I think me being so upset with the situation was also influenced by just how overwhelmed I am with everything else that's going on in my life at the moment, whether that be work or studies, and just the sheer feeling of inadequacy as well, that I've battled my entire life, like many, if not all of us. Just not thinking you're good enough, or having that imposter syndrome when other people think that you are, but you don't believe it. All of that jazz. I've been rambling for quite a while. I do apologize. I'm gonna end it here with, what do you think? I know I kind of yapped quite a lot. Maybe I wasn't making any sense. Or maybe you can sympathize. Let me know. Sorry for the low voice as well. It's pretty late, actually. I need to be going to bed. It's 12:30 a.m. I have work in the morning, but yeah. What do you think of this whole situation? I was really embarrassed that this happened to me, but why should I be embarrassed, realistically? I can't say that he's missing out because maybe I'm not what he's looking for, but it just wasn't meant to be. That's pretty much it. I don't know. You tell me if I'm reading too much or too little into this, whatever this is. But anyway, thank you guys for joining my rant. I would genuinely love and appreciate to hear your thoughts about what I've been ranting about the past 15 minutes. But yeah, well, thank you again. And I will hopefully talk to you soon. If you enjoy this kind of content of me rambling, let me know, and maybe I'll make this a regular. But yeah, I still haven't finished my skincare routine, so let me just show you what I've done so far. I've been using this liquid microneedling, and then I used the Numbers and number 3 toner, and then the Mixsoon hyaluronic acid, and I have 3 more things that I'm gonna have to probably choose between. I have the Medicube PDRN pink serum with peptides. I have the Medicube collagen, and lastly, but very much not least, oh my gosh, who's texting me? I have the Dalba moisturizer with like the 2 thingies. I love this. Anyway, oh, and of course I have my Medicube tool. Yeah, HR Booster Pro. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Peace, love. Stay safe and make good choices.